It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. Thank you so much for allowing us to stream or broadcast directly into your office, or if you're right now watching on your mobile device, by the way, whether it's your iPad or your iPhone or maybe your cell phone, thank you so much. My promise to you is that this will be a good use of your time, and you will build your sales department to 8 figures using a sales strategy, using a sales structure, and a sales system that allows you to do it consistently. And every day I like to always share, I never get tired of sharing, that one of our core philosophies is success leaves clues. And why that's so important to you is that if someone else has done it, here's the good news, so can you. And likely there's footprints that allow you to follow right behind them. So every morning we look at a case study in different industries, different CEOs under different circumstances, and we look at what's worked, we looked at some of the hurdles, and we also looked at the successes they had, and then we apply it directly to the sales department. So thank you so much for tuning in. It is an honor to serve you, especially during these times that we live in the world today. Let's go ahead and get started with this morning's case study, because once upon a time, let's say it was in 2007, a new website called Zocdoc popped up in New York City. It was a bit of a head scratcher at first with its funny name and medical appointments focus. Now, many people weren't sure what to think. You might wonder, why is this important? Well, finding and scheduling a doctor's appointment was a real pain for myself, and I know for many of you may be watching. Okay, imagine wanting to see a doctor and not having an easy way to find and book that visit. That's a problem. Zocdoc aimed to solve that problem. So sales strategy, solve a problem, make it happen. Zocdoc had a rocky start though. Many doctors were wary about using this new fangled website to book appointments. They couldn't see why, makes sense, they should pay $250 monthly fee when traditional methods were working just fine. Yet, here's an interesting fact. Nearly 10 to 20% of doctor appointments get canceled at the last minute. There's a lot of empty slots, and that means missed chances to see patients. Okay, there's the problem. Now we can generate revenue. We're going to solve the problem. What's the sales structure? So that's the magic ingredient, the Zocdocs. This is what they brought to the table. It showed doctors a way to fill those surprise empty slots by connecting them with patients who really wanted an appointment like now. And this sales strategy and sales message is similar to a good sales system. It means recognizing a hidden sales opportunity, that's the problem, and making the most of it. And for businesses, this means having a flexible and smart sales approach that feeds into your sales strategy that works for the sales system. It's like adjusting to new trends and using technology to enhance the efficiency. Okay, we got just a sales strategy. I got it. Got just a sales message. What's the big takeaway I have for you as a CEO? The power of having a sales strategy and structure and system, whether it's in the healthcare field or any industry, being open to change, leveraging technology can really elevate the business. It's all about turning potential setbacks into stepping stones, just like Zocdoc did with its innovator scheduling platform. Remember, a well-crafted sales message and strategy isn't just about the money, but also creating real value and lasting impact in the world. You do that, and you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Thank you so much for tuning in. Certainly appreciate you being here, especially during these times that we live in. Focus on building out your 8-figure sales department that just does that all by itself. So every morning I like to get started and share what our core mantra is. And our core mantra hasn't changed. Our core mantra is 3 words. Go ahead and repeat these 3 words after me. It's just 3 words, and the 3 words are focus on sales. That's a clean mantra. Focus on sales. Focus on sales. Focus on sales. In fact, take a moment, slow down. We'll speed back up, and then say those 3 words with me. Sales strategy. Focus on sales. I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? Doesn't it make sense and sense if I can say it like that? So now let's go ahead and get started. Now, here's the reason why. Because if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Why? Because sales is the oxygen. You think about it. What's really needed in business is sales. So sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. So without sales, coming in, that means there's more money coming out. So we need sales coming in. Shay, that's a simple concept. Yes, easy to do, but as they say, easy not to do. So we're going to focus on sales. Now, what's the big takeaway for you this morning as a CEO? This conversation we have every single morning is a serious conversation. Why is that, Shay? Because selling is serious business. And we even go to the other side. We say, well, wait a minute. What can we do as a CEO? What can our pledge be to our sales department? Got it. Well, our pledge is learn, earn, and return. Now, there are 3 simple words, but they're very powerful. Follow me here. Repeat after me. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from current clients in order to get old and new clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. Now, as we move on, then we say, wait a minute. We got the sales meeting. We're all together. Shay, what are the objectives? When we get together, now you imagine you're having a meeting right now with your sales department, and you walk in as a CEO, and you've got 3 objectives that you want to share with the sales department. Now, I like to repeat it every single morning because I know some of you are new. And some of you, this is a good reminder. Some of you, this is the reason why you show up. So first, it's about the sales progress. We look and see what's working and what's not working, what adjustments we need to make. Number 2, it's about addressing any roadblocks that are out there. We know there are roadblocks, and we've got to make sure that we're able to handle those roadblocks. And number 2, it's about understanding the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to be successful. Sales pillar number 1 is you must have a 1-page CEO sales plan. Just 1 page. That's all you need is 1 page, just 1 page, so you can pull it out now. If you don't have one, go to www.ceosaleshuddle.com and do that. Then we got to understand the sales cycle. That's one of the things we talk about in the case study. There's a sales cycle, and then what do we do to elevate that sales cycle? And then what is the sales message that we have that's coming from the sales department, communicating to the people who have a problem about how we solve that problem. And then every morning we spend a whole segment on the CEO sales dashboard. We take a look and we measure and we manage different areas. I love it. It's one of my favorite. And then you got to build a 7-figure sales team. I mean, it just has to happen. So with those folks that are watching right now, I love to connect with you. I love to tune in. One of the things I like to do, by the way. So if you're out there watching, and maybe you're live, maybe you're watching the replay. If you're watching live and you're on one of the social media platforms, you can do this. Look right below the video and put hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here is the bat signal. You're tuning into this, probably the most important meeting you have every single day, which is with your sales department. So go to look below the video and put hashtag I'm here. If you're watching the replay, we appreciate you. Maybe you couldn't make it at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're watching at noon. Maybe you're watching at 3 o'clock. Maybe some of you are watching at 9 o'clock at night, but you're in this conversation. And one of the most powerful distinctions we teach is you stay in the conversation around sales, around success. These ideas are top of mind to you. When they're top of mind to you, you're just more likely to execute. So you go ahead and put hashtag replay. And if maybe we have to connect. Maybe you're on one of the streaming platforms. And one of the ways that we can connect on the streaming platform for those folks that are out there is you can go over to @IamCheBrown. That's me, @IamCheBrown. I want to see what you're up to. I want to connect with you, with your business. I believe that collaboration crushes competition. So let's at least connect online. I love to, and I respond to every single one of these myself. Now, every morning, I like to share what's the purpose. Because I get asked that question more than anything else, Shay. Why the CEO Sales Huddle? Why show up? I have a sales meeting with my team. Or Shay, I don't even need a sales meeting. I just do it myself. It just comes magically out the sky. Well, congratulations to you. That hadn't happened for everybody else. So CEO Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster with less effort. And our big why is about sales growth, it's about accountability, and it's about consistency. And you may have heard this before because it's true that we got to take about 15 minutes a day. So we take 1% of the day and we step back. And that 1% of the day represents 1% of the day. There are 1,440 minutes in every day. So we pause, we slow down, and we check in. And we check in and we look at the business. And what's working is not working. It might be the only conversation you have all day. Might be the only conversation you have all week. For some of you, this is the only conversation you have regarding your sales department, period. And it's a great opportunity. So I want you right now to take a look and look at our number one outcome. And our number one outcome is to generate $100,000 plus a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue over and beyond whatever you're doing today. You're in this conversation. As a result of being in this conversation, you generate an extra $100,000 a month over and beyond what you would have done if you didn't do it at all. Now, isn't that amazing? Isn't that incredible? And how much imagine what that would be like. Now, the question comes up time to say, how do you do that? What do you measure? What do you manage? What should I be looking at? What should I be adjusting? What should my sales strategy be, my sales structure, or my sales system? Well, one of the sales structures is something we had to create because it didn't exist. How do you get to $100,000? Well, what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. A key philosophy we have. So we created the CEO Sales Dashboard. Now, this is looking at only 5 metrics. So every morning, whether you work with me or inside your sales department, you only got to look at 5. Now, there's many more, but leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business for most that gets them. Well, no one had anything to measure. There wasn't one place to go to. So we created the CEO Sales Dashboard. Now, the CEO Sales Dashboard looks just like this. So when you go to www.CEO Sales Dashboard and you download it, now we're looking at the dashboard that allows us to measure, allows us to manage. There is no cost for this. Once you download it, it's an Excel sheet. On the left-hand side, you'll see leads, appointments, offers, deals, repeat business. Go all the way across the top, and you'll see and you'll notice that there's the dates. Come to today's dates. You look at leads. All I want you to do is go to your database now, or you can ask your team and ask how many leads came into the database yesterday. And then of those leads, how many of those leads were qualified? Now, what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. So now we're looking at how many leads came in. Got it. These are the efforts we're putting out to connect with people who have a problem. These are folks who will hear our sales message. These are folks that we can make a difference in their business or their life. Now, you might go look and say, wait a minute, say some are engaged. Yes. Measure a little further. How many came from referrals? Oftentimes I hear referrals is a very important part of my business. And the question is asked, well, how many referrals came in yesterday in the business? I don't know. How many came in the last 30 days? Not enough. How many came in the last 2 weeks? I don't know. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. So now we're pulling it all together into one place that allows you to do that. But we don't stop there. We go over there and we acknowledge what's working as well. We say, wait a minute. There's some things that's doing really, really well right now. Let's take a look at that, by the way. And we call it celebrating wins. So here's what I know. Powerful people ask powerful questions because questions their focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. So question number 1 is, what are you most proud of in the sales department? Question number 2 is, what was your biggest accomplishment in the sales department yesterday? And number 3, what do you want to brag about? Like, you just want to step up and you want to brag. You can't wait to tell the world what you've been up to and what's going on. We don't stop there. No. We don't stop there. But we know what gets measured gets managed. So we're managing what's going on in the sales department. We're measuring what's going on in the sales department. We're seeing what's working, what's not working. That's why I'm so glad you're part of the CEO Sales Huddle. This conversation with the sales department, I mean, again, I'm so humble that you all tune in and watch, by the way, and be a part of this. Now we're going to go to the other side. We know there's challenges. Every day is not rainbows, cupcakes, and unicorns. So let's be honest, as a CEO, what was your biggest roadblock in the sales department yesterday? What's preventing you today from moving forward in the sales department? And then what's the one thing you can do that if you was to do it, it would move your life and or business forward and make a decision you're going to do it. When? Now. When? Now. Do it when? Now. When's a good time? Well, it's 9 o'clock time. So now is always the right time to do it, by the way. Now, with that being said, now that we understand that, we've got it, now we get to move on and say, wow, I'm focused. And what's the message of the day? The message of the day is review the sales strategy. The message of the day is slow down to speed up. We're going to slow down, take a look at the sales strategy, take a look at our sales structure, take a look at our sales system, and really focus on the strategy and then have the structure in place to support the sales strategy. When you do that, you will see your sales go up, 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 up and away, just like the case study. With that being said, my name is Che Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Thanks for allowing us to broadcast into your office or into your home or into your smart device. We appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on the other side. God bless. Keep doing God's work. We out of here. Peace.